Okay, so this is Frontier Opening Bell with me, Boason Omofaye. Hello and welcome to the show, everyone. This is the show for you this Thursday, the 23rd of September. And as you can see, the African markets, equities side were a little bit mixed on Wednesday. The BRVM and the Egyptian market and the grey Nigerian market continued to slow down. The shares of Access Bank and Wema Bank fell about 3.3% on average on Wednesday. The Nairobi Bourse was down very sharply, nearly 2%, and South African market 1.6% on the day that the U.S. Federal Reserve decided to leave its Fed fund rates unchanged, give indications of soon to rise interest rate, and talking about inflation as well as virus and the vaccine as part of the considerations for economic growth moving forward. Let's look at the East African markets, what's making the headlines this Thursday. The KPLC says it's withdrawing the bid for 20% electricity tariff hike, which is supposed to come into effect for Kenyans. That has now been pulled back by the power company, which is listed on the Nairobi Bourse. The East African Breweries Limited, listed on the Nairobi Stock Exchange, is looking to delink from the Kenya Power, that's the KPLC, in solar drive that will be about 22 billion shillings. EABL is looking to use solar to drive its energy sustainability moving forward. Ascendant Bank and Oiko Credit have put a deal together to support SMEs in Kenya to the tune of 990 million local currency. And Ethiopian authorities have rolled out a new mining rule that will exclude artisans and small-scale miners from paying royalty to the government. And listed on the merged exchange is Investment Evolution Corporation, which sees its half-year net loss down to 13%. That's in the news from the East Coast. Let's touch base with West Africa, where Nigeria is ready for the second tranche of its Eurobond. $4 billion was raised for 3 tenor papers on Tuesday. Now, the Finance Office, the Debt Office, and the Budget Office are looking to raise the balance of the initial 6.2 billion, which was the headline figure, in the middle of October. In Adova PLC, one of Nigeria's leading energy trader listed on the NGX, is set for the book building for his own 22 billion naira Series 1 bond. And Ghana's President Nana Akufo-Addo was on the floor of the United Nations General Assembly on Wednesday, and he spoke to the need for Africa to continue seeking its own trajectory for growth without aid, which he says comes always at a cost to frontier African economies. Other African leaders are speaking today. Yesterday, we heard also from President Chilema, who was the new president of Zambia. Today, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa will be speaking at the UNGA via a recorded video platform. And of course, we heard from other African leaders also today, including the president of Angola, Africa's second largest oil producer. And the Ivorian NSIA Group is buying 4 subsidiaries from the South Africa's big insurer, Sanlam. Enora Group in West Africa says its first half 2021 profit after tax jumps 581%, coming to about 9.6 billion CFA franc within the first 6 months, January to June of 2021. I'm moving into Southern Africa, where the FOMC, as I said earlier, the U.S. Federal Reserve held rates unchanged yesterday. Talk about tapering, which will start soon, most likely in November, and will be wrapped up around the middle of 2022. The FOMC chief and the Fed chairman, Jerome Powell, spoke about the rate hike that is ahead for the U.S. interest rate environment. Inflation is also expected to be around 2.2% outlook. For South Africa, inflation came in yesterday for the month of August at 4.9%. And the Financial Services or Competition Authority in South Africa is warning again those who are investing in cryptocurrency to beware of Binance. Binance is that platform that is used to trade Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency assets. Now, the FSCA is warning everyone for the umpteenth time to beware of this particular trading platform. A telecom, which has the shareholdings of the government and other investors listed also on the GSE, price rallied on Wednesday on the news by the CEO of the company that is going to spin off SwiftNet, which is a division of the company, and after that, OpenServe. The whole idea is these 2 divisions are going to be unlocked and listed separately on the GSE in a way to unlock shareholders' value, according to the CEO in a statement to the media. And Turnstile in Botswana sees 41% jump in its half-year profit before tax because of the rally or the strengthening of the US dollar and, of course, exchange rates gain for the company. Let's wrap it up on the North Coast with the AfDB signing off and saying Egypt can host or has been given the go-ahead to host the 2023 annual general meetings of the African Development Bank headquartered in Cote d'Ivoire. Of course, remember, AfDB spent a couple of years in Egypt, in Cairo, Egypt, as its ancestry headquarters when Cote d'Ivoire went into a civil war years ago, but since returned just a couple of years ago. Now, Egypt is given the go-ahead to host the 2023 annual meetings of the AfDB, which also is Cairo is also the home of the Africa Export-Import Bank, or Afrexim Bank. The Egypt Suez Canal revenue up about 11% to about $4.09 billion in the first 8 months of this year, January to the month of August. And the Egyptian Stock Exchange has listed Rameda's capital raising 57.85 million additional funds for the company. And finally, Morocco's OCP Group, which is into fertilizer and other industrial products, is reporting the group's first half turnover up nearly 20% to about 32.4 billion dirhams within the period under review. And that sums it up for us here on Frontier Opening Bell this Thursday, the 23rd of September. I am Boason Omofaye. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.